Absolutely heartbreaking. Thanks, Sylvia. We'll see you at 6. In other news, still no arrests tonight after Rhode Island State Police chased a car outside of Batley's Twin River Casino. It happened around 11 o'clock last night. Now, according to police, someone flashed a gun, then got in their vehicle and took off, leading cops on a brief chase before police called it off. Meantime, police finding multiple shell casings in a Pawtucket neighborhood after they got a call about shots fired. Those casings were found in the area of Benefit Street and Kenyon Ave. Police say there were no apparent victims. Now to an ABC 6 News update on the chaos on Block Island. The New Shoreham Town Council hosting a special meeting tomorrow in response to Monday night's turmoil. 7 people were arrested on the Block Island ferry after a fight. Another person arrested earlier in the day at Ballard's after a scuffle there. Governor Dan McKee says bars and restaurants on the island need to be held accountable.
I would think that they'll take measures that are very similar to other communities, whether it holds, the liquor license holder responsible for activity, and also making sure that the local community, in terms of its only public safety, responds in a way that is appropriate to the, to the activities that are supporting that community.
The town council is expected to examine safety initiatives and the interim police chief position tomorrow. Meantime, Ballard's canceling its Roots and Rhythm Festival scheduled for later this month. It was supposed to be held Sunday, August 21st, but we're told it has since been canceled in light of the arrest there on Monday during Reggae Fest. Stay with ABC 6 News for continuing coverage of the chaos on Block Island. We will be on the island for the meeting tomorrow night, and of course, we will bring you live updates both on air and online at abc6.com. Now to Massachusetts, where there's new hope tonight for a lot of families who have missing loved ones in Bristol County. The district attorney's office expanding its cold case unit to include a missing persons task force. Here's ABC 6 News reporter Yanni Tregellis.
The Bristol County Cold Case Unit is expanding its reach in hopes of identifying and finding missing persons over the past 50 years. Of the 19 cases the DA's office has taken on to start this group, many have vanished without a trace.
We want to do everything we can to bring all the evidence, information together and use advanced technology to try to, as I said, identify the remains, identify the missing persons.
According to Bristol County DA Tom Quinn, many of them may be connected with previously found unidentified human remains.
They are connected together, and we do anticipate to be able to identify human remains in the future.
And now, with the use of the latest advancements in forensic technology and working with agencies like the FBI and Massachusetts State Police, the Missing Persons Task Force will hope to make connections on these cases. Much like a recent cold case conviction last year of Ivan Keefe, who raped at least 4 women during the 1990s, found after signing up for an online familial DNA website before being connected to a family member.
Obtain information about these cases through the public, but also to try to identify the people through a DNA sample or evidence from the missing person.
Many of these cases unsolved for decades. Now, with a new hope thanks to these improved technologies and a chance for many families to finally get some closure.
The family having some consolation, and then potentially, if it's a criminal matter, leading hopefully to be able to investigate it and determine what happened.
Yanni Tregellis, ABC 6 News.
New tonight at 5 o'clock, Governor Dan McKee and the DEM issuing an immediate compliance order to the owner of Johnson's Pond in Coventry. The order is for Sosha Holdings LLC, the company being accused of not complying with a state law that requires dam owners to get approval from the DEM to raise or lower water levels. Now, under this compliance order, Sosha Holdings is being instructed not to alter the water levels going forward. Let's get a check of our forecast right now and bring in Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Denoyer. Ooh, what a difference just a day makes.
Yeah, I think everybody's feeling real good about it too. I know a lot more people walking on that pedestrian bridge right now in Providence behind me because, hey, you're not sweating outside. The temperature's near 80 degrees, the humidity better, and it feels good. And it was a lot of cloud cover throughout the day, but got some sun now. So any plans you have this evening, break out those sunglasses. And maybe not have to put the AC on in the car, making the walk. You might not have to worry about bringing a big jug of water because you don't have to stay hydrated as much. I mean, it's nice. What a change of pace. How about some 70s? Let's sprinkle those in a little more often. That looks good. All right, how long can we keep it going? Well, we keep the 70s around through the evening, and then eventually some upper 60s by about 10, 11 p.m. A lot of clouds, though, as we go into the evening. If you have some breaks now, it's only temporary. And I think the clouds went out, and eventually some showers come in after 3 a.m. Low to mid 60s overnight, cooler temperatures. And then tomorrow, more showers, but this is not going to be equal opportunity rainfall. It's mainly for areas southeast of 95. If you're northwest Rhode Island, much less of a chance of rain. Whatever rain we have tomorrow will come to an end about noon, 1 p.m. Temperatures 70s to near 80 degrees. And once this rain chance is out tomorrow, I think it looks pretty good for Friday and the weekend. I'll talk much more about that coming right up. Tiffany.
Thanks, Jeff. In other news, tonight the state of Rhode Island wants to help low-income residents pay for electricity. With the threat of rates going up in the next few months, Governor McKee announcing a plan today using $3.8 million in funding to provide direct relief to Rhode Islanders, specifically those who are most at risk of not being able to pay their bills this winter.
We estimate that providing this $3.8 million to low-income customers and those 39,000 constituents will provide roughly $14 to $17 in relief in their monthly utility bills over the next 6 months.
Now, this proposal still needs more vetting. If it's passed, it'll help low-income customers from October through March. To national news tonight, the outrage from Republicans continues 2 days after the court authorized searching at former President Donald Trump's home in Florida. Now, ABC News is learning what could be in store for the former president. Here's ABC's Zoreen Shah.
The pressure continues to mount on the Justice Department, Attorney General Merrick Garland, and FBI Director Christopher Wray to share some details with the public of the extraordinary search that took place at former President Donald Trump's home Monday. Trump allies and even some of his critics are pushing the DOJ to break with its long-standing practice of not commenting on active investigations. Legal experts say Garland would have been well aware of the stakes involved raiding the home of a former president.
They're not doing this as a game of gotcha to find some technical violation of the Presidential Records Act.
But so far, the DOJ remaining silent. Sources only telling ABC the items taken are related to classified documents they say Trump improperly removed from the White House after he lost the 2020 election. But Trump and his lawyers also have a copy of the warrant, which would provide an inventory of which documents were taken from Mar-a-Lago. They could release that themselves, but so far have not done so. Even so, many Republicans questioning why alternative methods were not used to get a response from the president.
Why wouldn't they just ask the president if they have something there that they want?
Other Republicans who've been critical of Trump, like Maryland Governor Larry Hogan, are asking the DOJ to release some documents authorizing the search.
What's dangerous, though, in this circumstance is that some members of Congress have been quick to jump on the extremist rhetoric bandwagon without knowing the facts.
This coming as the White House says President Biden did not know about the raid at Mar-a-Lago, nor did he authorize it. House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy, one of the critics of the Department of Justice investigation, promises to launch his own investigation into the Attorney General if Republicans take back the House in November. Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Washington.
Still to come on ABC 6 News at 5, President Biden signing the PACT Act, how millions of veterans could now get expanded health care coverage because of it. Plus, with back to school just around the corner, expert tips on saving money on those school supplies. You're watching ABC 6, Southern New England's trusted news source.
Wake up and plan your summer days with 4